Hey everyone, this tutorial is to show you how to register for and get started with Twitter for our New Mexico history class. So you'll notice that I am at twitter.com. You can reference all of the requirements for the Reading Tweets assignment via the syllabus or via Blackboard. If you have any questions about what to do for the actual assignment, once you get to that, please don't hesitate to ask. What I'll be showing you here is how to sign up and how to use Twitter, just kind of the basic functions, so that you'll be able to complete the assignments that we have for class. So you'll need to, again, go to twitter.com, and then if you don't already have an account, you'll click sign up. So that's what I've just done there. If you do have an account, you can choose to create a separate account or a disposable account that you will use for class only. That's a great option if you don't want everyone to see your personal Twitter account. Also, if you'd rather not use your real name on Twitter, it's fine to use a pseudonym. The only thing I ask is that you email me personally just to let me know what your pseudonym is so that I'll be able to give you credit for your work. That way you'll be able to keep your identity still a bit more private than it otherwise would be. All right, so here you'll create your account by typing in your name. At this point, it's not the name that you'll be using for your Twitter handle, but this is a name that will show up. So do be aware of that. You can use your phone number, or you can click like I did below that line and use an email account. I suggest that. I mean, I don't really need Twitter to have my phone number. And then put in your birth date. Again, it says this won't be public. Please do pay attention to the things that will and will not be public, though, as you create a Twitter account, just so that you know what your digital presence is. Also, those choices might help you decide whether or not you want to use your real name for Twitter. I'm not actually going to go through every step of the sign-in process because I already have an account and it won't let me get too far. So what I'm going to do instead is just go back to twitter.com and sign in so that you can see what things look like once you've created your account and get in there. So there's my login information already populated because it's saved in my browser. I click sign in, and this is what you will see. I'm going to move my head over on this side. There we go. Just because you don't necessarily need to pay attention to any of the trends that are going on around. If you want to play with Twitter and see what other people near us are looking at or tweeting about, you can. That's not required by any means. Everyone that you follow will be right here in the main feed. So if you choose to follow people, that's where you'll see what they post. For the purposes of our class, you can choose not to follow anyone. Also, Twitter will try to get you to follow all sorts of people, celebrities and pop culture icons and things like this. You don't have to follow anyone if you don't want to. So you can skip that part as you create your account. So again, this is just looking and seeing what people are tweeting about. That's someone who does digital pedagogy, so interesting GIF there. Because I scrolled back up, it refreshed the feed. Twitter does not refresh in real time, though, so that's something to keep in mind. When you're using Twitter for our class, the important thing is to use this search box up here to find the class hashtag. So our class hashtag is #H2110. And if you click enter, that will bring up the results for that hashtag. Please do click this latest button because that will show you everything that's been posted from most recent to oldest using that hashtag. So all of that I mean when I say that you've used a hashtag is you've typed #H2110 into your tweets. You'll notice this one is an example for what you'll be doing for Unit 1. When you're in Blackboard, if you click on the link to an example of the kind of thing you'll need to tweet, this is it. It's a link to a primary source about the punitive expedition that went in search of Pancho Villa after the raid on Columbus, New Mexico. So what I did is I typed that in, I copied and pasted the URL for the website for the source that I found, and then I typed the hashtag. To show you what that looks like, you'll use the tweet button when you want to post a tweet. If you do that from the hashtag search, it'll already put the hashtag there for you, so you don't have to remember to type it. And then you just type your tweet. Generally, for the Reading Tweets assignment, Unit 1 is different because you'll be posting a link to a primary source, you'll be posting a link to a secondary source, and you'll be writing what the difference is between primary and secondary sources. So you'll only have to post 3 tweets for Unit 1. And that's because we're just getting started. I want to make sure everybody can get on Twitter, find the hashtag, and get things rolling. And also, it's a way for us to talk about the difference between primary and secondary sources. After that, as you'll read in the Reading Tweets assignment, you'll essentially use Twitter to take notes on what you've read. So you'll look at the reading assignment for a particular unit. You will write what is most interesting, what was most significant to you, and you'll post those to Twitter. Then you'll reply to each other. So you have to post at least 10 comments on the reading and at least 5 replies to others. So again, once you've typed whatever it is you're going to type and you have the hashtag there, you click tweet and your tweet will post. Again, notice this is not updating in real time, so you have to give it a minute and eventually it will show up. Just in the meantime, the buttons here, if you want to like someone's tweet, you can click the heart. If you want to retweet something, you click that button, and then you can retweet it or you can add a comment to the retweet. That can be useful for class. When you want to reply to someone, you click this little speech bubble, and then that will pull up another box where you can type a reply. So I will just do that, type reply here. It's always a good idea to add the hashtag. So you'll notice as I typed that hashtag, because I put in the pound sign, didn't leave any spaces, it turned blue. Let me click tweet, and I think I did, there it goes. I'm going to refresh this page to see if I can get it to show us some of those tweets that I just posted. And then I'll show you 1 or 2 more things, and hopefully you'll be off and running. So you'll notice because I typed the hashtag on that reply, it's now at the top, even though it's a reply to someone else's tweet or to one of my other tweets. If you want to see the original thread that came with, just click show this thread, and then you can scroll up and see what this was in response to. So that's how you can better follow conversations. Because remember, this shows you the most recent to the oldest. And then also if you are in this hashtag search, or probably makes more sense if you're not in a hashtag search, but you happen to follow someone in class or you follow me, again, you don't have to, but that's something you might do. And you see one of their tweets that has the hashtag in it, you can just click on the hashtag and it will take you right to the hashtag search. Notice though, it switched us back over to top. Remember to always choose latest, just so you can make sure that you didn't miss anything. When you get notifications, if people respond to you or like your tweets, those will be here. If you have a direct message or you want to direct message someone else, that is here. You don't have to use bookmarks or lists unless you want to. And then your profile will be here. So I'm going to click that real quick. You can do as much or as little with your profile as you want. You can add images. I have one, this is a mural from a trip to study abroad to Guatemala that we did a couple of years ago. And then this is, of course, a photo of me at a conference. You scroll down, you'll see you can add a little blurb about yourself if you want to. And then as you scroll down, you'll see things that you have tweeted. So that, I think, is a fairly good intro to Twitter. The functionality is pretty much the same if you use it on a mobile device. You'll just have to see where the search box is. It'll appear in a different location, perhaps, and where the tweet button is. But those are the things you'll need to be using. Hopefully that helps. And as with everything, please ask questions whenever you have them. I'm always happy to help. And I know you'll have questions. So don't just struggle with those on your own. Let me know what they are, and I'll be happy to help.